Hello and welcome to the March edition of the MCUL and Affiliates Priority Report. Beginning this month, we'll separate the report into two distinct sections, first covering association topics and then wrapping up with a CUSG overview. In this report, I'll cover a progress report on the Michigan Credit Union Act revisions, an update on affiliation and cooperative advertising support, a preview of upcoming education events, a short summary on legislative and regulatory advocacy priorities, and finally an overview of all the latest from CUSG. So to begin, I'm very pleased with the progress that we've made updating the Michigan Credit Union Act. As you recall, our MCUA update was voted out of the House almost unanimously just before the holidays, and in early March we took this six-bill package before the Senate Banking Committee, which moved the bills to the Senate. We're hoping the final passage of the package of bills will make it to the governor's pen by Easter. Now these bills, once signed into law, will have a tremendous beneficial impact for Michigan credit unions. For example, we've worked to restrict the use of examiner best practices by requiring that any of those suggestions are placed in a separate addendum rather than being included in the primary exam report. Along with that, we're also requiring that DIFs provide greater transparency for exams and ease the appeals process. If credit unions disagree with exam findings, they know exactly how to file for an appeal without negative consequences. We've also proposed that credit union boards only be required to meet 6 times a year rather than 9. And this brings credit unions in alignment with their bank counterparts in terms of regulations. Now, our MCUA update also includes the ability for credit unions to offer loan promotion raffles, similar to our Save to Win PrizeLink savings product. This will allow credit unions the ability to create incentive programs tied to prizes for members when they refinance loans from another lender. We also want to expand the fixed asset authority for credit unions, state-chartered credit unions, so that well-capitalized credit unions have the flexibility to expand their brick and mortar and other fixed assets without being subject to arbitrary limitations under state law. The NCUA board recently deregulated their fixed asset rules for federally chartered credit unions, and we want to follow suit here in Michigan for our state charters. Also, our credit unions will be able to band together to form Michigan-based CUSOs in order to offer trust services for their members. Right now, CUSOs formed under federal law or in other states can offer credit unions these services, and we think with this change, it makes good sense to allow state-chartered credit unions the ability to own CUSOs to have a homegrown alternative, providing local jobs to our residents and offering credit unions the potential for future revenue diversification with the offering of these trust services. So these are just a few of the more than 40 updates and additions that we've included in our MCUA modernization package. Now, on the issue of affiliation and credit union engagement, my second issue, I want to share a bit of good news. This year is already proving to be a banner year for affiliation and engagement by our Michigan credit union community. I'm proud to report a 99% MCUL affiliation rate for this year. Out of 254 credit unions, we now only have 1 non-affiliate. We're excited about that. And in the first year of dues choice in the state of Michigan, 97% of our credit unions have re-affiliated with the Credit Union National Association. This is tremendous, and it sets the foundation for the effective advocacy efforts that we will have underway in Washington, D.C. and in Lansing. Additionally, I'm pleased to share that we have a record level of participation with the CU-Link cooperative advertising campaign. Thanks to a 96% participation rate, we're better able to promote the credit union difference here in Michigan. Starting this month, the STEPS campaign will begin airing in media markets across the state, TV, radio, billboard, and other types of media. The campaign is also targeted toward Michigan's approximate 2 million millennial consumers and utilizes traditional radio and Pandora streaming radio along with other digital media sources for these targeted ad placements. So how can your credit union leverage the CU-Link campaign for your benefit? Well, if you're a full share contributing credit union, and about 1/3 of our credit unions are, you get up to 50% of your contribution back for your own marketing integration. And by doing this, you are mirroring the collective effort with your own individual brand advertising and further maximizing your advertising dollars. Now, with this year's focus on Michigan's credit unions as a whole, integration has never been easier, and in the next few weeks, your credit union can expect to receive a welcome package with marketing assets to help you understand how this integration process works. So please take advantage of that opportunity. Now for the next issue. Let me turn to some of our upcoming education events. During the second week of April, credit union volunteers and executives can join together to attend the Spring Leadership Development Conference at the Soaring Eagle Resort in Mount Pleasant. This year's event features a two-part workshop on a new and improved board, Effective Leadership, which focuses on the NCUA's core expectations for credit union boards and discusses the role that boards play in the big picture as well as, in some cases, day-to-day operations. We'll also be hosting a session on the Bank Secrecy Act for board members that explains the responsibilities that credit union leaders face as they oversee the important regulatory compliance of the Bank Secrecy Act. Not long after the Spring Leadership Conference, we'll host the League's annual Governmental Affairs Conference in Lansing. The state GAC features several high-profile speakers, legislative leaders, and regulators. Now, if you want to support advocacy in Lansing, we encourage you to attend this important event. Looking further into the summer, in June, please plan on attending our annual convention and exposition in Detroit this year. This is the place to be for great sessions, unparalleled networking opportunities, and new product announcements from MCUL and CUSG. So bring your board members and staff, and let's celebrate the credit union success here in Michigan. Now, next issue, let me touch on some regulatory advocacy efforts. NCUA recently approved significant revisions to NCUA's member business lending rule, removing red tape and making it easier for credit unions to lend in the area of small business lending. While many of these provisions won't take full effect until January of next year, one key part of this goes into effect just next month. Beginning in April, credit unions will no longer be required to get approval from an NCUA regional director to waive the personal guarantee requirement on certain business loans. This change is obviously significant and very much welcomed by the credit union community. MCUL also recently filed a comment letter with NCUA supporting the agency's proposal to relax field of membership requirements for FCUs. The proposed rule would ease restrictions on federal credit unions' ability to provide services for consumers who aren't eligible for membership, particularly those of modest means who aren't currently credit union members. Additionally, we emphasize to NCUA that our league is supportive of other measures to expand field of membership options and maximize or encourage parity with what state-chartered credit unions can do in Michigan and in other states. Now, another topic, we're also working on a total compliance solution concept that I plan to unveil at our annual convention in June. This will create a comprehensive regulatory compliance resource site together that represents all of the advocacy, information, and implementation tools offered by MCUL and CUNA for helping credit unions with regulatory compliance. Now, with regard to advocacy nationally, the League and CUNA are working to strengthen our industry and drive a bold legislative and regulatory agenda. And CUNA has also been hard at work advocating for credit unions along with state leagues. One way that CUNA has done this is by pushing NCUA to amend its examination cycle to allow for an 18-month exam cycle versus the current 12-month cycle for certain well-capitalized credit unions. NCUA's willingness to achieve this is much welcomed, and the League and our sister leagues in CUNA continue to encourage NCUA to implement it. Now, CUNA and state leagues also continue to urge the CFPB to exempt credit unions from its rulemaking. Many state leagues, including the MCUL, have encouraged lawmakers to sign on to a letter that would encourage the CFPB to exempt credit unions from its oversight. The League has personally reached out, our League has, to all of our congressional representatives and asked for their support and sign on to this letter. Now, here in Michigan, MCUL is working to protect consumers by preventing further expansion of payday lending. We testified against proposed legislation recently in Lansing. So with the CFPB set to issue rulemaking on payday lending sometime this year, this issue goes far beyond Lansing. Now, 2 years ago, our league led an effort to stop payday lending expansion in Michigan, and we continue to do that as well this year. Now, I want to transition to an update from the business side to wrap up this report. CU Solutions Group, as you know, plays an important role for Michigan credit unions by providing financial resources to help the league achieve its objectives, as well as providing quality products and services to help credit unions serve their members. And I'm pleased to report that CUSG is off to a great financial start this year through February with $10 million in revenue and $1.8 million in net income, both well ahead of plan. CUSG is also in the process of distributing $15 million in marketing reimbursements to credit unions and state association marketing partners nationwide. And of course, this relates to our Love My Credit Union Rewards program. Now, what that means here in Michigan is that $700,000 was distributed to our Michigan credit unions as a source of non-interest income, and a like amount was sent to a subsidiary of the league, MCUL-SC, and that money can be used for a variety of purposes that are beneficial to our Michigan credit unions. It provides additional financial support for initiatives like our CU Link cooperative advertising program. It allows us to provide $1 million of matching funds for that program. It also allows us to contribute $350,000 to our issue advocacy fund called A Stronger Financial Michigan, and it allows us to allocate $500,000 a year in supplemental advertising dollars to promote credit unions in unique ways, including local community event sponsorships. So at the outset, let me thank our credit unions in Michigan for your support and your usage of CUSG products and services. Your support is vital to the credit union system both in Michigan and nationally. Now let me give you some highlights of what we're working on within each of the CUSG's 6 divisions. First, our membership enhancement area that we call Love My Credit Union Rewards. We continue to see great growth in our Sprint partnership with over 1.8 million credit union members nationally participating and taking advantage of the credit union member discount. We are by far Sprint's largest affinity partner. However, with Sprint's recent change to eliminate the free activations on new signups, it's important, more important than ever, that you as our credit union partners double down in how you market and promote the credit union member discount to your members. And we have a new $100 referral campaign to help members take advantage of Sprint's best consumer discount offer in the marketplace. So thank you for your help with that program. Another program in Love My Credit Rewards that I want to highlight is the CU RoadPal Roadside Assistance Program. It also continues to gain traction with over 1,400 credit unions nationally now enrolled. However, member activations have been slower than what we would like. So for credit unions nationally as well as in Michigan, in the next 60 days, our client support team will be reaching out to you to discuss ways that you can improve engagement with your members. CU RoadPal is not only comparable with other major roadside assistance programs, but it also has the potential to drive meaningful non-interest income to your credit union. Now, we're only weeks away from the tax season finish line on April 15th, and I want to thank you and our credit union community for your support of the Love My Credit Rewards TurboTax Online Credit Union Member Discount Program. This year so far, we had a goal this year, rather, to increase sales by 10%, and we're tracking right at that goal on behalf of our partner, Intuit. Now, credit unions are TurboTax's largest affinity partner as well, and as tax season draws to an end, we're asking credit unions to send out one more communication piece to members to encourage consumers and to encourage credit union members to take advantage of their credit union member discount. So thank you for your help on that. Last month, I reported to you on our very successful Share the Love campaign that is also part of our Love My Credit Rewards division. With over 132 videos submitted by credit unions, 425,000 consumer votes, and $105,000 contributed by CUSG to credit unions' charities of choice, we're very happy with the impact that the Share the Love program has had this year. And I mention this in this report because we're planning to roll out Share the Love 2 at the annual convention in June. So stay tuned for more information on that. Now, in our marketing solutions area, I'm very pleased to report that our new joint venture with Focus, called Focus IQ with Duffy Petrosky, continues to build momentum. Focus IQ has developed core products in a number of areas, including media planning and search, social media marketing, brand and creative development, and targeted advertising and big strategies, or big data strategies rather. So on a related note, Focus IQ has been developing turnkey marketing packs that will be easily customized by credit unions at a very affordable price to leverage your advertising dollar. Especially if you're a small credit union, this is a program that you want to check out. Now, over the years, MCUL and CUSG have invested a lot of money in marketing campaigns, including our CULink cooperative advertising campaign. And we've repackaged this content in a way that credit unions can inexpensively modify for their own use. So look for a formal product announcement on this product as well at the annual convention in June. Now, on to our HR Performance Solutions division. With over 1,000 credit unions using the Performance Pro and CompEase products, there's always an ongoing need to improve these products for the benefit of our 1,000 credit union clients. I announced to you last year that we invested a significant amount of money in upgrading our CompEase product, and now this year we plan to invest over $2 million to get Performance Pro to the next level in terms of functionality and user-friendliness. And so that's something that we're working on this year, and we'll announce Performance Pro to the marketplace next year in 2017. And we think that this improvement, this enhancement to Performance Pro will capture most, if not all, of the requested enhancements that our users have asked for over the years. Shifting to the Technology Solutions division, along with great web development and hosting and content services, our design and build team is working hard on the creation of 3 new web-based applications. 2 of these, Planning Pro and Governance Pro, will help credit unions in the area of board planning and governance. The 3rd, an IT risk assessment product, will be offered as part of our total compliance solution strategy that I will also announce at the annual convention. Now, I want to let you know also that our Cube TV team that happens to be taping and producing this report, as you know, there's a lot of expertise here, and they have recently released a video series which your credit union can use in conjunction with your social media efforts. These videos are inexpensive and very affordable and can be easily customized by your credit union. They explain your unique ability to attract members to your credit card loans, to auto loans, to mortgage loans, and all the services that you offer. All of these videos help emphasize the credit union difference. So please check them out in the Marketing Solutions section of the CUSG website. Finally, 47 Michigan credit unions have discovered how helpful ComplySite can be for managing regulatory compliance audit procedures. ComplySite is the easiest, most affordable solution in the marketplace to help you have the resources to track compliance with federal and state regulations within your credit union. And it also gives you the ability to assess your compliance needs on an ongoing basis as new regulations are promulgated. CUSG is currently offering a 60-day free trial to credit unions in Michigan and nationally. Of course, for more detail related to any of these CUSG product announcements that I'm making today, your league rep is just a phone call or email away, and they're dedicated to providing you with the information that you need to take advantage of these products. And I invite you to reach out to your league rep for that assistance. So thank you for your support of the Michigan Credit Union League, for CUSG, and CUNA and affiliates. And together, we're all working to advance the credit union movement in Michigan and nationally. And we continue to execute on our 4 pillars of service that include removing barriers, promoting the credit union difference, providing solutions for service excellence, and our soon-to-be unveiled total compliance solution.